6, my little brother, he's born, and at 4 he followed the footsteps. So that shit was
So now you're teaching him everything that you
for
learned.
real.
You just put him on, right?
And now he's becoming better because he's learning from you.
Absolutely, and because he's doing the same process I was doing. So the guys that I was watching, Iverson, Kobe, now these guys are vets. These guys are in their shit now, like,
right, in their bag,
they in their bag for real. So now Kobe is dropping 60 and all
regular.
this stuff.
In
AI
3/4 and
is
shit.
MVP, you know what I mean? So then you get this little dude that come after that, and he's obsessed just like I was, and made us pretty mad though, because we didn't really want him to keep following us around. Like, he wasn't like my brother was like 2 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? He's 6 years younger, so it's like, bro, like,
mentality.
It's almost like annoying at this point.
It's annoying. It's like, bro, I don't want you around, bro. We talking about girls.
And he's like, what's that?
We talking.
You could probably relate that with Maury too.
Yeah. How much younger is he than you?
He's 5 years younger.
Yeah, so you get it. You get it.
We didn't get tight till he was in high school.
Yeah, and they like to tell and stuff like that when they that young.
I couldn't do nothing around this kid.
Man, bro. So
or I had to punk him not to tell.
That's the same. The same. You just have to punk him.
You been on say shit.
Hey, you get hurt. Shut up. All right, you cry.
And then God has a funny sense of humor with people because he made him bigger than me. I was like, man, what the fuck?
Wish you would.
What the fuck? Last time we did tussle, it was like, shit, man, you're bigger than me now. Like, I ain't scared no more.
Right.
That shit was funny, yo.
Right. But that's how that go, man. But then you get proud of them once they gain their own little crew of friends, and they like doing the same things you were doing to them. Like, my little brother is tearing his friends up in basketball, or he's the leader of that little group where they going to play pickup at the park or at the elementary school up the street, and he killing these guys. So you kind of get proud when you see it like that. Like, oh, okay.
When did you realize
then you're seeing the moves that you taught him, and him doing those moves on other people, and that's where you're like that proud moment.
Yeah, you get that little.
Was there ever a moment when you realized, like, damn, he could go somewhere with this?
Yeah, but that probably was he probably was in 5th grade.
Really? That early, bro?
It was early.
When you knew he was separated from everybody else.
It was early. Like, he got it earlier than I did, and I would like to consider I was a natural. My dad would always tell me I was really good as a kid. My aunties, uncles, my mom, but he was different. Like, he had a different maybe just him being a little brother and getting bullied,
right,
and getting knocked down and all that. So he was tougher.
Got right back up.
Skin hanging off, whatever. Like, because we played on concrete. We played in the backyard.
Exactly.
Backyard probably no bigger than this room. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it got a court, and we got a fence right there, so we knocking each other into the fence. You got the porch right there. You knocking yourself into the porch. Like, we didn't fought. Me and him didn't fought back there. My boy Andrew, we didn't fought each other, other people, trash talking, crying, sharing sandwiches and shit like that. And going right back to it. But after that, you see him. And he wants to play, and he don't even want to play with his size kids. He want to play with like y'all, like
he wants to keep up with you.
Yeah. So
at that point, he's in 5th grade. Where's your level of basketball? Where are you at with it?
When he was in
high
5th,
school, right?
I probably was in high school, and in high school I fell off.
Like the love of the game, or just like.
It was a lot. Like, so I'll explain it like this. He got this. We wasn't even talking about 5th grade. This was before 5th grade. This was probably when he was like 5 or 6, when he was getting bullied that way. Really young. Probably shouldn't have been doing all that shit to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but just life. You know what I'm
saying?
it's
just life. It's life. Like, it wasn't malicious at all. It was a little bit. It was a little bit malicious.
Nah,
like,
it's gonna tough him up.
Yeah.
Like,
because we also wanted him to quit. At some point,
because he was that good at that age,
or he just was that annoying. It's like, you won't leave us alone. So I'm about, one of the homies gonna trip him, and he gonna go to the rim, and he gonna get hurt. He gonna cry. He was a crybaby. So go sit down. But then it got to a point where it's like, you know what? That's the little secret weapon. because whoever guard him ain't gonna take him serious. He'll go get like 4 points and win the game for you real quick.
Right.
So
he's running around too.
yeah, and you try to act like you don't want him. I got him, and he on the team. He go get 4, and that may decide the game. So at that point, you like, okay, he gonna be nice. And then you sign him up for the YMCA at 5 and 6 years old, and that's when you see the killing and all that of the other kids. But then you fast forward to when he's when I think he's really good. Around that time, I played ball, but I was going to high school, and our living situation wasn't great.
Where are you guys at? Like
we was in South Central.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we was South Central. We was off of Gage Avenue, Gage and Hoover, right on the corner right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, in the middle of all
trenches.
Of it. Yeah, in the middle of all of it. You know,
and this is like the 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh shit, shit was popping.
Yeah,
back then.
gangbang capital there. You know, crime was crazy. I think they called up the street right there on Fig and Imperial. I think it was like murder mile. Like the cops deemed it murder mile because it was the most killings and stuff in that radius for like 5 or 6 straight years.
Damn.
Wow.
So it just was, it was like that. But we don't know, like we don't think it's bad. That's where we from.
Right.
We don't
Exactly.
Everywhere in LA that we go is like that.
Real
the
talk.
YMCA I'm talking about is in the jungles. We all know the jungles ain't safe.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? But we
Shit.
don't really, we're not looking at it like that. But as we getting a little bit older and we starting to understand our demographics, now we have to stay in a certain mile radius to make sure we're safe.
Shit, I had a cousin in South Central, Armando. When we would go see his house, we would never be allowed to go outside.
You can't go outside
Ever.
You know what
And
I'm
he had
saying?
every system because you could not go outside in that.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's what your parents would do. Like, hey, I'll sacrifice my check, but you can't be going outside.
right.
Like
Straight bullets, all types of shit going out there.
and our house was like that. Our house was a house that was next to dope houses. My uncles,
yeah,
they
for sure.
they did that type of stuff. So you would see all kind of people come through there. But it was well established. Now that I'm older, it was well established whose kids these were.
Right.
So leave them alone.
Facts. That's
But
dope.
outside of these 4 corners, they can't really protect us.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So
It
it's
is
like,
what it
yo,
is.
go to this park, go to that elementary school and play ball, go to those people's houses. Outside of that, you're in
Danger zone.
you're in the danger zone.
That shit crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's really like that. I was telling people that we had to write an essay at Crenshaw High School.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated writing essays. I hated it. Because it never was interesting. But when they let you do like free thinking essays, write about what you actually want to
so
write
you
about.
hated writing papers on like certain
Like a
topics.
research paper and all that
I hated
shit.
that
Okay.
shit, bro.
Okay.
Because it's like, you telling me to write the shit that's in the book. It's
Right.
there. Why not? I gotta write it for it. I'm reading it. Why I gotta write it?
Right.
So, but when you let us think and tell us about something that's interesting to you, I would write about basketball. Tell us about something that changed your life. I would talk about the hood. Tell us about somebody that's influential in your life. I would talk about my dad. So I was interested in those things, and I can write for pages with those things. But outside of that, I just wasn't interested. So, you figure that this type of stuff is having an impact on you. So you try to figure out why. So I'm going to school, going back to the question of, my little brother being in 5th, I'm going to high school. I didn't play. I started gaining weight. Your body going through all that stuff coming through.
Right. Puberty and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the structure of going to work out for real. The coaches that really believed in me weren't in my life no more because I got older.
Right.
And we just kind of went our separate ways. I wasn't at those same YMCAs and whatnot. And then again, like we were saying, you start going through those financial problems where your house is getting foreclosed, or you getting evicted.
It's like 08 already, right? 06 is like
it's I graduated 09, so this is about 06. Yeah. So you start
that bubble
going,
starting to burst, and before that recession in 08, that shit was crazy.
Right. So you starting, and we don't know this. We just
kids just growing up.
So people losing their homes.
Real shit.
You understand something is happening, but you don't comprehend the full scale of it.
Bro, something is happening, and you wondering like, why the hell is it so hard right now? Like, why is everybody like depressed and hurting?
Yeah.
And you know, adults are meaner right now.
Right.
You know, you don't get as much leeway.
Yeah.
Like people, you know, people really going through stuff. You start seeing,
and then you see this shift, I think, also in the schools at the same time because a lot of teachers let go.
Yeah.
Classrooms start get bigger.
Yeah.
That shit was real.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a real thing. So in those high schools and classes, and I would go to sleep in those classes, bro. I wasn't sleeping at home. I'm, you know, you going through whatever you're going through at the house. So, you know, I'm making sure my little
This
brother.
at Crenshaw High.
This at Crenshaw High School. So, you know, I'm making sure my little brother's ready for school. I'm making sure my other little brother, who's 2 years younger than DeVerl, he's ready for school. I'm making sure they good. My dad still has to work. Their mom still has to work. So I gotta bathe them.
Right.
I gotta give them their, you know, their food and whatnot. And in 9th grade, my dad allowed me to drive. So a lot of times I'm driving.
That's responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility. I have no license, no permit, no nothing, but I can drive because he taught me how to drive at 12.
Right.
I had to grow up super fast.
He's like, I need your assistance.
Yeah, I need it. For real, I need it. So after that, you know, basketball for a couple years just wasn't that important.
Right.
You know, and then you're looking at my little bro, he's 5th grade, and it's still important to him. So, okay, let's make sure you're as good as possible. I still know basketball is natural to me. Let's make sure, like, we playing 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s. I'm putting you through little workouts. I don't know what I'm doing all the way here, but I know we working hard as hell. Go run around the house 15 times, come back, do 20 push-ups.
You had him like that,
just little shit. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I just got him working.
Right.
So we doing that.
Mind off everything else.
Mind off everything else. Because you don't need to be going through this, bro. I'm feeling it, and I'm way too young to be feeling it.
Shit.
So you don't need to be feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
That's honorable.
You became a third parent, basically.
I had to. I had to, bro. And
it takes a village, they say.
It really does, bro. And I don't regret it at all because he had the gift, man. He was as excited for basketball as I was when I first seen Kobe and Iverson and all that. But he never lost that excitement,
that spark.
For the game. Like, he never wanted to go party. I never seen him put liquor to his lips. Never seen him put.
So he was 100% dedicated and full focus.
And he's 25.
That was
now.
the addiction.
That was the addiction. Like, to this day.
Yeah.
To this day, I don't see him. I mean, he could party. He be doing his thing.
Right.
He do the thing with his boys. But I still don't see him putting no liquor to his mouth, no weed, no nothing. So he just hoop.
Right.
So it was that same way. So him coming up 6th, 7th grade, now it ain't a secret no more. This little kid out the hood.
Oh shit.
Who's that? Because he's, you know,
he killing everybody.
The kid that he playing against is somebody.
Oh shit.
And if he's somebody, who the hell is that? Because this kid's ranked.
Damn.
That little dude that's guarding him is killing that kid that's ranked. So now, where's he from? So okay. Does he play for any big name? Not yet. Okay. You know, we want to see a little bit more of him. He has to get on a bigger circuit. Played on a bigger circuit. We got got him playing AAU basketball.
Sick.
Couldn't afford it, so we had to make sure he can make the team. And you know, when you one of the best kids, when you make the team, you don't really pay for AAU.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The people that pay for AAU, they not the best kids. The best kids, the best of them, they don't pay.
Right.
So once he started going to some of them tryouts, it was known like, okay, he's free.
It's almost like it's like a walk on. You get to walk on.
Yeah, no. He's with us. Don't worry about nothing. Yeah, so that started happening, and then that changed it all. You know?
And were they looking at you like, did you get this kid ready like this?
They would ask me all the time. They would ask me all the time. The craziest shit I've been asked, because I don't look old. I got offended a couple times. That's your son? Like, come on, bro. This is before the beard and shit.